Hello everyone, welcome to 101 our first lesson on education platform. In this video, we are going to learn how to get started with Toastmasters International new learning program, that is Pathways, how to log in, how to select your education path, and how to submit your project, how to sub how to submit your project for award. So let's get started. As you all know that the hardest part of anything new is to get started. How do we get started with the pathways? The first thing you need to do to get started with the pathways is you need to visit www.toastmasters.org. That is Toastmasters International website. Then you need to open that website. So once you open the website, you'll select a path. Then you open your first project. Then you submit a project for awards. So once you open the website, the menu, uh, the website will look like this. There'll be uh, about pathways, education, members, leaderships, source, and magazines. So from where it's written pathways, you click on where it's written pathways. Then there'll be some display words down below. From the words below, you'll have to choose where it's written choose path. Then you click on that. So once you click on choose path, there'll be another display that will direct you to log in or set up your account. There are a few things that you need to note here if you are a beginner. Like if you for the Toastmasters members, those who are registered with the old system, that is CC, you're required to log in for the first time. You're required to log in with the as using the forgot password. But for the new members, if you've never used Toastmasters before, you'll have to join a club and set account. So like for example, I was a member of Toastmasters under the old system, old program, that is I'm using eric.com at gmail.com, that is my username. Then you will select a password. Then you will click where it's written forgot. Then you'll go to another step. So what do you expect after logging in, after successful login? After successful login, you will expect to see a window like this, whereby your name will appear up here where it's written welcome Eric Omondi. So that means I'm successfully logged into the pathways. So from here we are going to start our journey to choosing the pathway on choosing the path. So how do we go about choosing the path? So from this where it's written choose your path, access my path through Basecamp, the navigator, you'll have to select where it's written continue to path selection. Once you click continue to path selection, then the system will direct you to another page. So from this page, you can see on top here it's written choose your path, and we have two sides here. Like we have the Basecamp, and then we have printed materials. So if you decide to go with this printed materials, you'll click where it's written select printed materials, and bear in mind that you will have to pay 25 dollars if you want to go with the printed material. But if you don't want to go with the printed material, you will take your assessment under the Basecamp, where you just select an online path. So once you click take assessment, which most of people are going with the Basecamp. Once you decide, then you take your assessment on the Basecamp by clicking that. Then there will be another display. Toastmasters Pathways Learning Experience, Pathways Assessment. So from this page, you are required to answer some questions. And before you start answering any question here, you need to choose the language that you understand. For me, for example, I chose to go with English because I don't understand Japanese or I don't understand French. So once you click the language you understand the best, then you click start. So from after clicking start, here also you will have to select to answer some questions, like you need to select 3 topics you are interested in learning about from this list below. Then from the topics you selected will enable the system to recommend some paths for you to choose. So you just click like public speaking, like I click public speaking, then change management, leadership. You can select any according to your choice. Then you click next. From after clicking next, then there will be a display of the recommended paths for you. So from these recommended paths, these are not only the recommended paths. There are some. These are not only the paths. There are some paths which are there are some paths so according to my selection, they recommended me these paths like dynamic leadership, persuasive influence, effective coaching. So from here, every path recommended is explained, and you can read and go through and understand what each and every path is all about. So from here, once you choose, then you have to choose this. I chose this path. Then you open your first project. So how to open your first project? You go to home page, click where it's written paths. Then once you click on where it's written paths, remember when we were starting, we started with the choose your path. So this thing is a step by step. So now we are moving to the next tab, which is access your path through Basecamp. And if you're keen, now you can see because I've already registered, you can see where it's written Bayan Baru Toastmasters. So it's indicating that I'm a member of Bayan Baru Toastmasters. Now I can choose, select. So once you click on that, then you will be directed to another menu. So from here, what you need to do, you will first check the compatibility. Compatibilities are navigating Basecamp, my education transcript, my feedback, my bag, my speech evaluation, and so on. So for you to open the first project, you have to start with my education transcript. So you click where it's written my education transcript, then it will display another menu. So from this menu you can see Eric Omondi Basecamp profile. So this is my Basecamp profile. From here you can see my path is down here, it's written dynamic leadership. So in order to start, I will have to launch and to open the curriculum. So you click open the curriculum, then you go to it will the system will display another window for you. As you can see now, all of these levels are not completed. It is still 0%. So in order to start each and every project, we need to start. In order to start, we need to start with the icebreaker. And how do we go about starting icebreaker? You click, then you activate the icebreaker. Then you click and launch. So once you launch, there'll be another display also. So from here, icebreaker, then you can begin. So after that, after completing, then you lead up to submit project for online awards. And what do you do? By who and how to do it? First, will involve a member. A member needs to complete a project by giving a speech. Then after giving a speech, you need to assess yourself, your skills before. Then after that, you assess your skills after. Then which I'm going to show you how to do that. You reopen the project in a Basecamp. Then after that, from the key below here, where it's written select to move to another, then you will assess yourself as assess your skills before. Then from after assessing your skills before, then you'll go down to assess your skills after. So after that, the system will direct you to another page whereby you're required to answer some questions again. So assess your skills. Here is where you're going to assess your skills after. Then you click, you just answer these questions randomly. After that, after completing the levels and awards, a member, there's no need no approval needed to continue, then complete a level. So run the level completion and continue. So after that, as you can see now, this page is different from when we begin. It's now showing that 15% and level 1 is 75%. So what do we need to do next? What we need to do next is to make that, to complete our level, like to submit in order to gain some awards. So by doing that, you need to mark the project as mark complete. Then the level completion approval. So this level completion approval, the first thing you need to do is to notify the Vice President of Education or a base camp manager. And after notifying them, they will have to do some level completion approval. Then you will be able to continue the next level. And then the base camp managers are president, secretary, or vice president. So base camp manager will mark the members level as approved. Then so this guide is the following guide is now for the base camp managers. You as a member, you're done with your part. You're done with your part, and now it's time for the base camp manager to submit your project for award. And this is how to go about it. So this part this part is all about the VP, Vice President of Education, and President and Secretary. So how do you go about submitting a member's project? First, you need to log in as a base camp manager. Then once you log in as a base camp manager, there'll be a display for you like this. Then from this display, you'll have to check whether there is a pending request. That is, the members have sent some projects that they have completed. So you click where it's written check a pending request. Then once you open that, you need to mark it you need to mark it as complete by clicking on tick. Then after that, the members project will have been marked completed, and you will be able to get the rewards. So get started on Pathways as soon as you can. Why? Understand the project, the program, then help new members, and set a great example. So if you have any question, you can find more at 101 answer that is direct, and or SMS direct as at m.m0101, or find us on the education platform. So thank you for watching, and in case you have any question, just send. We'll try to tackle them.